Good morning and welcome to 2023. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Jord and this is the Life of Jord for those of you that might have never seen this before. I'm on a mission to go to every country in the world and I'm going to film it and show it on this channel. For the last 30 days, I've been learning Spanish with Lingoda to brush up ahead of my trip to South America. South America is a whole region that I haven't really touched yet. I've only been to Colombia and Guyana so far, so I've still got a lot more to see, and of course it is mostly Spanish speaking. So for the past 30 days I've been learning Spanish with Lingoda, and in this video I'm going to share my experience of their learning platform, show you a little bit about it, and then also fly to Spain at the end to practice some Spanish. It's very, very cold. I'm doing this video in England right now at 0 degrees, so I'm happy to be flying to Spain and South America in the next week. But let me get out of the cold now, get back to my laptop and show you how I've been learning Spanish with Lingoda. Okay, that's a bit better. So I'm going to show you the Lingoda platform now and then just give you some of my thoughts on it. One thing I do really like about it straight away is you're learning Spanish with a variety of people from different backgrounds. So I've learned Spanish from a Colombian Spanish speaker, I've learned Spanish from a Mexican guy, and they all have their own different slang and ways of saying words, which helps you to learn Spanish if you're learning it for the purpose of travel, like I am. The thing I wasn't sure of when I first started is what level should I go into? Obviously they have the real basic beginner level, but I have learned a bit of Spanish while I've traveled before. I was in Mexico for a few months, and so I know really basic stuff, but not how to put it together into a sentence. So I did their tester. You can do this introductory Spanish test, and that will tell you what level to start at. For me, it came out as A1.2, I think, which is just like the second after the very first basic one. I started with that, and it was pretty clear that I still needed some work. Now the first lesson you have, the setup one, is the only time you're allowed to speak English at all. The rest of it is all in Spanish, and the idea is to be really immersive, get you to speaking Spanish right from the get-go, and that's another thing I quite liked about it. It was challenging at first. I was a little bit nervous before the first class, but once I got started with it, I did feel a little bit more confident, and it was poco de poco, bit by bit, mucho español. No? No. It's still only been 1 month, so I'm still learning. I've still got a long way to go, but I do think it's been a nice basis. So I'm going to show you here how you go in to book your next class. This is the A1.1. So if you click in here, you can see this is adjusted for the time zone I'm in right now. That's 10 p.m. tonight, but there are also other options for this class. There's quite a few good ones here for 12, 1 p.m, 2 p.m. You can also go into the book classes tab and see what lessons are available at a time that suits you, making it really flexible for people that travel a lot like I do. Now before you get started with each class, you can preview the lesson material here, and these are the slides that you're going to go through during the class, and it's all going to be in Spanish. They're going to ask you to pronounce some of this, so it'll be puedo presentarme con el verbo ser. It's probably bad pronunciation, but that's the whole point of practicing. ¿Cómo te llamas? Hola, me llamo Pamela. ¿Y tú? ¿Cómo te llamas? And you just practice like that with your instructor and with the other people that are taking the class with you. Bienvenido a la clase. ¿Cómo te llamas? Buenos días. Soy Ahmed. Hola Ahmed. ¿Cómo estás? Bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? This is all quite basic. A lot of you, if you know Spanish, will know what that means, obviously. Welcome to the class. What's your name? Good morning. Name's Ahmed. Hi Ahmed. How are you? Good, thanks. And you? You know. Basic stuff. You can also, before each class, get to know the vocabulary, and if you click into this, it's going to be a little bit of a test that will just like play it for you if you want. Where's that? There you go.
¿Cómo andas?
Como andas? How are you doing? I think that's colloquial. I didn't know that one before.
¿Qué cuenta pues?
¿Qué cuenta pues? ¿Qué
¿Qué
tal?
tal?
These are all different ways of saying how are you, and then más o menos, more or less.
Más o menos.
I think one of the things I've liked about it so far is making me learn a variety of different ways of saying things in Spanish, and also the teachers have asked me things that I don't know the answer to, so then you need to reply in Spanish, I don't know the answer to that, or I don't know how to say that. So it's more situations that you will get into when you're speaking Spanish when you're moving around. Next up, I'm about to fly to Spain. I'm going to practice some of the Spanish that I've learned. Let's go. Alright, and we're on the way to Spain. We're in the lounge. We've got a full spread. Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hold at all times.
Hola, ahora estoy en España con mi mamá. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola, bien, muy bien.
Muy bien.
Me gusta mucho la playa.
La playa está aquí y mi español es no perfecto, pero muy bien.
Muy bien. Mi hijo es muy bien.
Sí. Gracias. It's getting there. So I had a few days in Spain to catch up with my mum and practice a little bit of Spanish with her. We also got to explore Barcelona for a couple days before our next flight on to South America, which included a nice little stopover in Mexico. Y para mí, 3 tacos al pastor.
3 de pastor, igual, con todo.
Con todo, sí. Y 1 taco campechano con queso.
Seguida les mando. Les dejo una carta si necesitan algo más.
Okay, gracias. It still needs practice, of course, but I didn't need to use English the whole 24 hours in Mexico City, so I feel like it's getting there. Now let me give you my thoughts on learning with Lingoda. After having tried quite a few lessons on there and part of their sprint program, it did really help me with Spanish while I was in the country, and I'm looking forward to trying it even more now in South America. I think one of the best ways to learn is to do a whole block of them at once, and that's what the Lingoda sprint program is all about. You either do 15 classes in 1 month for the sprint or 30 classes in 1 month for a super sprint, and if you sign up to that, then you also can get up to 30% off. The details will be in the link in the description. The 30% discount is in play until 7th of February, but if you complete the sprint challenge, you'll also get a reward of either 50% cash back or an additional 30 or 60 classes. Beyond just massively improving your Spanish with the live classes, I think this is a nice little bonus incentive to keep yourself accountable. Don't know if you can hear this, I've actually chipped my tooth, so I'm kind of lisping a little bit because it's all cutting up my tongue. Something to sort out in South America. I think it's a really good way of learning. Obviously, you're not going to get fluent within 2 months, but it does give you a great basis before traveling. And that's what I've been doing for the past month, and that's what I'm going to continue doing on Lingoda for the next month as well. Getting ready for spending a couple months in Argentina, Peru, and Chile. I've really enjoyed it. I'm going to carry on with the lessons. Go and check it out for yourself. You can also get 1 class for free. And it's not just Spanish, there's a bunch of languages on there. Just go and have a look. So I'll finish by saying thank you to Lingoda for sponsoring this video. I'm heading off to South America tomorrow, which is going to be another chance to practice it and hopefully improve my Spanish. You'll see that in the next video. For now, I'll just say adios, gracias, y bye.